Tough job. I had to go like this. Oh, it's like the size of your tolerance. I usually get that. I like to watch 1 o'clock here.
Well, welcome everybody to the Lancashire Senior Football Championship final. We're just a few minutes away from throw-in here at Old Beatings in Manchester. It's a rematch of last year's final. It's the defending champions St Brendan's of Manchester taking on John Mitchell's of Liverpool. Welcome everybody. I'm Anthony McLaughlin from the Irish Post newspaper in London. And I've got a couple of people here on co-coms with me, but just before I bring them in, we'll just quickly run through the two teams as we have them. We'll start with St Brendan's. And that St Brendan's team has Owen Clark as their captain from down in the midfield with Ethan Gibson. There's one change up front. You'll see Queven Quinn playing 14. Owen Kirk is going to be part of the starting 15 for St Brendan's this afternoon, with Finton Harkin in goal and James Casey Donegan lining out at half-back with Porrick Mallon and Paddy Fox either side of him. We'll quickly go through the John Mitchell's team. And the players that we have listed, there's been quite a few last-minute changes from Barry Morris's team to this one. Patrick Murphy actually starts in goal for them, with James McDade still lining out at number 11. He'll be one of the danger men for John Mitchell's this afternoon. Cathal Burns and Kieran Lynch will be either side of him in the half-forward line. And lining out at full forward, Kiefer Morgan, who'll be the captain for the day for John Mitchell's. I'm hoping you can hear the Piper in the background. It's just starting to warm up. as the two teams make their final preparations. And I'll just bring in on co-commentary from the St Brendan's Club. I've got Barry John Collins, fresh from winning the Junior B Cup and lining out and having a 5-minute cameo there just earlier on this afternoon. How are you doing, Barry?
Good. Fresh enough now after a 5-minute cameo. But yeah, looking forward to the final here.
Did you have a shower or did you need one?
Definitely haven't broke sweat since about 10 years ago. And probably people judge that I haven't broke sweat at all. But yeah, no, looking forward to it.
Fair enough. And just to his left-hand side, from the John Mitchell's Club in Liverpool, Cathal Harkin. How are you doing, Cathal?
All right, Anthony, how are you?
Not too bad. And I think we're just about a couple of minutes. And the Piper is going to play the national anthem. Two teams line up here. We're just going to have a minute's silence in memory of those lives lost in Donegal on Friday. Indeed, our thoughts and prayers are with everybody affected by that terrible tragedy we saw on Friday. And St Brendan's just over on the right hand side. There's one final huddle. And John Mitchell's just in front of us. Also have one final huddle as we get ready. St Brendan's defending this county title. They're in the maroon. And it looks like they'll be lining up, attacking to our left-hand side. John Mitchell's in the blue with the gold hoop. The two teams meeting once again in the county final. They met earlier this season. It was a drawn game in the opening round of the championship. Both teams beating O'Sheens to make it to this year's final. And as the two teams just take their places. So, Cal, for our viewers watching, if you were to pick out some key players here for John Mitchell's, who are you picking out?
Well, John Mitchell's, it's been their full forward line, really. They've got Michael Malloy up there. He's evergreen. He's about 76 now, I think. He's been here for a number of years. He's very good. And Sean Meehan O'Connor from Gaeltacht and County Kerry in the other corner. With the two major men with Keeper in the full forward line. I think that the ball can get in there, it can do the damage. And then further out the field, James McDade is a key player. James McDade will be a very key player for us in centre half forward. He has been quite quiet this year, but hopefully he's keeping the powder dry and he can burst on the scene here for us today.
Barry, from your point of view, who should be watching from Brendan's?
Yeah, as Cathal mentioned, the full forward line, I think our full back line will be strong for us. We're hopefully anyway HP Ward, Brendan McGilligan and Patrick Mallon. And then down the spine we have our two midfielders, very strong, very fit and very reliable, Ethan Gibson and Owen Clark. And then in the full forward line we have Ryan Devine. He's in full forward there in place of Kevin Quinn. He's just arrived back from AFL, representing Ireland in Croatia. He just arrived there this afternoon, so it's too much for him to play a game coming off the back of a foot-long flight. But they'll be our strong players.
Here's the first opportunity for Mitchells, going on the attack over on the far side. Looks like they're just about to win a free. Early chance here to go and test the Brendan's back line. These two teams no stranger to each other. Last year's final going right to the wire. Colin Conway with the winning point to separate the teams. And that was St Brendan's first county win in 25 years, and they went on to win the All Britain a few weeks later. And there's an early chance, and that's one just held to the right and wide. Early chance to the Calfa there for John Mitchells.
Yeah, well, it was a shot to nothing. They should really be shooting from from that side, really. But hopefully that settles the nerves here, and we can get into this game here and have the first score of the game later.
Harkin's long ball. Back with Owen Clark. And the captain feeds it off. In for Ryan Devine, and the Tyrone man beats two and sends over the first score of the final. A good score there, Barry.
Yeah, great point by Ryan Devine. That will ease his nerves anyway, for sure. Always good to get off. First shot, first point, excellent. The strength there, till the tail there.
Brendan's again. Kiefer Morgan not letting him through. Concedes the free. The Dungannon man captaining John Mitchells this afternoon. And here come Brendan's again. In with Clark, and the down man gives it to Ethan Gibson, the St Enders man, under 20 for Antrim, hands it back to Casey Donegan, and this one's gone in, looking for Paddy McCoy, turns his man, looking for a foul, he's not getting it, and Paddy Fox can't keep it in, it's a wide ball.
Yeah, very aggressive defending there on Paddy McCoy. It's been no different throughout the years. He gets the special attention, but no, it was very disciplined defending there, I thought.
There's John Mitchells here with a few new men. People may not recognise. Kieran Lynch here is in left half forward for us. Paddy Murphy, you see him, but he starts the nets, which is a bit of a surprise today, but hopefully the decisions made will be the right ones.
Dennis O'Neill giving it to Kiefer Morgan. And the Tyrone man wins the free, and away come Mitchells coming down that far side. And a great deal of options ahead. That one looks like it's going to drop into the arms of Harkin. Harkin gives it to Callum Gribben. One of the Mayo Bridge contingent here for today's final. Away come Brendan's. Porrick Mallon gives it to Paddy Fox. He's looking for the foul. It goes the other way.
That's great.
Mitchells hold out.
Sorry, it was great tracking back there by Kieran Lynch. He got that free there. Hopefully it's his first game here for Mitchells today, so hopefully he puts on a big one.
from the Roger Casements Club in Port Glenone. And here come Mitchells. With a chance. Halen Jackson McCabe hits the bar, hits the post, comes back out. There's a bit of a let off there for Brendan's. Still an opportunity. The ball is still live for Mitchells here. And they win their free.
Yeah, so as we said there at the start, Kiefer Morgan will be a key player for John Mitchells today, and he nearly got a goal there. But anyway, he got the free here, and Sean Michael O'Connor from Gaeltacht, who used to play underage with Dara O'Shea and Tomas O'Shea. Hopefully he'll open the scoring for John Mitchells here today.
Over on this near side, puts his boot to it. It's a point apiece.
Sean Michael texted me there last week. He said, stop putting my name in English. Have to always put the match reports in Irish. So he's a proud and Gaeltacht man.
Mitchell's starting to settle down here. Another chance. Harkin's got to watch it, and he does on the wide ball. And we just mentioned Roger Casements of Port Glenone there a couple of minutes ago. Congratulations to Roger Casements of Coventry. They're the next team into the All Britain Football Championship semi-finals, and they'll play Glasgow Gales in a fortnight. The winners of this final will be in the other half of the draw, and they'll be in a semi-final against Wandsworth Gales. And away come John Mitchells again. Kieran Lynch hands it into James McDade. Watch for him to be the threat. He was certainly the threat this time last year when the two played in the final. There's a bit of a sweep there, and that one's just tailed off to the left and wide. It's a third wide now for John Mitchells.
Yeah, they're shooting there from strange angles. Another man that they look out for us is the new man, Cahill Burns, son of Eamon Burns of County Down fame. So it's his first start for us too, and hopefully it's a good game.
Bit of space here for Mallon to exploit. Gives it back to Devine. And Devine hands it off to Owen Kirk. He's got a chance here if he can just steady up, and he does on his left foot and puts Brendan's back into the lead.
Quite a surprise there, Owen Kirk. He just been brought on last minute on for Keeving Quinn, started on at half back. Bit tentative there when he went on his left foot, but very accurate. Fair play, well done, Owen.
Eight minutes in this Lancashire final. Brendan's lead by 2-1, and looks like a yellow card there was handed out. And it looks like Jackson McCabe was the one who got that yellow card, I think.
James McDade there, known for a bit of a rough treatment there off the ball there. Hopefully referee Barry McGeehan can see it.
Our referee today, Barry McGeehan from the Loop in Derry.
Yeah, a bit of a ruckus there, but there's a few players not alien to a bit of rough and tumble there. James Casey and Padraig Mallon, they're very important players to us. Down to nitty gritty, like they'll always, put their head above.
Here we go with the ball coming out on this near side. It's Kirk who wins it. It's going to be a sideline ball for Mitchells. And away we go again. Little movement for Kieran Lynch. Runs into traffic. Kirk on the turnover. Brendans are away here. It's Kieran Connolly. Goes on the outside. Running into a bit of a dead end there. And Mitchells clear it. And certainly, if we're going to see one thing today, we're going to see a tightly contested final.
We are. There's 3 senior clubs only in Lancashire. John Mitchell's, Brennan's and O'Sheens, and they play each other quite regularly, so they know each other. And of course they played the final last year, these 2 teams, and they would certainly know each other.
Gary Malloy bringing the ball forward.
Great work there by Sean Michael O'Connor. Down dirty, got the ball, and won his free.
A chance here for Mitchells to bring the teams level. First chance for Michael Malloy, the veteran of this John Mitchell's team, and a key member of that team that won so many All Britons 9 years ago. Up he steps, and makes no mistake, and we're back level again.
Yeah, Michael Malloy's first kick of the game. That will settle him from Kilcar in County Donegal. He was an underdog there. He was on TV a few years ago. So that's a good score for Michael Malloy.
Gives him caught under the ball there. Mitchell's win it back, and away they come. And Dennis O'Neill shuffles the ball along. A chance here for McCabe. Good chance, and a fantastic goal. And John Mitchell strike the first blow in this final.
Yes, first of all, that was Keelan Jackson there, son of Eddie Jackson. Burst through the middle there, and Sean Michael O'Connor, I believe, was on the end of it, and rattled it to the net.
Yeah, I have to admit, great score there from Jackson. Just a bit critical there in the St Brendan's defending. You could see the quick interchange of hand passes there. Left some of our defenders there susceptible there. But well executed score. But maybe the lads have seen how the play would come. Maybe a cynical play, could have stopped that goal. But well executed. Well done.
Sean Michael O'Connor with the first major strike of this final. Powerful shot to the net beyond Finton Harkin.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, Keelan Jackson there, Keelan Jackson won it there in the middle of the field and drove through. He's very good at that, and he created a goal chance, and that was the first goal chance of the game, and we took it, thank God. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he's alright. He's coming off here to get looked at by David O'Connor here from Stagetown. Oh, he's going back on again. He's okay.
We're back underway. And the question now is how will St Brendan's react to this one? They concede a free. Looks like Kieran Connolly in the wars a little bit.
Yeah, same man's always in the wars. He's a rough and tumble guy. Great footballer over the years. Homegrown.
Long ball down to O'Connor. Plays it in for Morgan. Has a shot. Flashes right across the face of goal. That was a chance.
Yeah, it was a chance. Mitchell's getting a bit of frustration here from the ball going on to Sean Michael O'Connor. HP Ward, class act, so I won't be surprised if HP now starts getting back on top of Sean Michael. HP's a great cornerback.
It may be early, but if that was 2-2 to 2 points, that might have made all the difference by the end. It didn't go in, and it's back with Brendan's. Back with Devine. And the big man from Owen Rose cuts inside, loses the ball. That's a good tackle, and it's good defending from Mitchells. And they've certainly been in the ascendancy in the first 15 minutes of this senior championship final.
And that was James McDade running back there, dispossessed him, and he's on the end of it. But run back well done there. Brens have won the ball back.
Away comes Clark. What can the down man do? Up to McCoy. Niamar corner forward. Tries to bring it back inside. Elects to go back outside. Out for Connolly. Beats one. Has Clark on his shoulder. Gives it back to the midfielder. And the captain puts it over the bar. A much needed point there, Barry.
Yeah, great score by Owen. Always reliable for a few scores. But the main work was done there by Kieran Connolly. Bust through a few tackles there. You know, it's a big advantage for a guy like that. Kind of break the advances. And give an easy score there for Owen. Well done.
2 between them. There's a bit of a coming together. And Brendan's get the decision. And here they go again. Casey Donegan gives it back to Callum Gribben. And inside for Gibson. What can the big midfielder do here? Slightly loses it, but makes the most of it. And there's an effort from Paddy Fox with a St Bridget's man. Can't find his range.
Yeah, usually Paddy Fox more reliable than that. He's been about for a long time here in Lancashire. He's got to start off in defence, and you can find him anywhere in the team now.
Mitchell's taking a bit of a chance there. It works out all right though, and they can bring it away. In with Dennis O'Neill. Being watched by Connolly. He's back with Malloy. It's quite deep. Goes up to Carl Burns.
And that was Carl Burns there, got fouled there. From Quinty Downs when he transferred in there. Yes, came to his first training session and he must have hit 10 points through in his first training session. So hopefully he can get a few today.
So far, Cal. So far, so good for John Mitchells.
So far, so good. They're going around, doing well around the middle, which is Brendan's strong point. But they're stopping Gibson getting on the ball, which is a plus. And our quick ball in the full forward line is doing really, really well. Hopefully it continues and we get a few more scores of it, because when you're on top against Brendan, you really have to put the ball over the bar. And big Dennis O'Neill, and that's one man who's not used to putting the ball over the bar. Dennis, that was a fantastic score. He took a mark earlier. He scored that point. Dennis O'Neill, he's settled. Well done, Dennis.
Back to a 3-point game. Now, what can Brandon's do? It's up with Devine. He's got to go the long road. Gives it back to Paddy Fox. And Devine comes deep. Out to Owen Kirk. Might fancy a run. Checks back. And Devine gives it to Fox. And over with Kieran Connolly. He'll look to make a run. He beats one. And fists one over the bar. That's a good response from Kieran Connolly.
I mentioned him again, he's flying. He's been flying all season. You know, keeps his hill discipline aside. He is a big, big asset for St Brennan's. Great score. Hand pass from the acute angle. Well done, Kieran.
A lad there, Barry. I've never seen Kieran Connolly as fit in my life. He looks like he's nimble there. Slob there. Oh, so it's a bit of a negative for Mitchell. Sean O'Connor's come off, our danger man. Come on is, I think it's Dermot Gallagher, who'll be disappointed not to start, but although he may not have the same accuracy as Sean O'Connor, one thing Dermot will do will run up and down that line. Lucky to get a free there, I thought.
I think it's Sean O'Connor coming off. I could see if he's still on the sideline there, so he could be brought back on just as handy. But David Gallagher, you know, he's a handy off player now. We've played against him a few times. You know, one to watch out for too.
The Sligo man comes on, and the ball's over with Michael Malloy. It's Brendan McGilligan. And the slot man has cornerback. Mops up for Brendan's, and away they come. Over on that far side. It's with Owen Kirk. Rides the challenge. The Mitchells are holding their line well. In with Casey Donegan. And out on this near side. HP Ward gives it in for Paddy Fox.
And John Mitchells are playing very deep here. They only left 3 men on the other half. But when I just say that, there's holes opening up, and there shouldn't really be holes.
Casey Donegan.
That looks like a great score there by Casey Donegan. It's going to land. It's over the bar. Great score by Casey Donegan.
Well done by the Mayo Bridge man. Another player, just like Owen Kirk, not knowledgeable for taking points like that. Great leaping score. Always good to see behind, and takes an ace to go down. Well done, James.
Mitchells go wide from the kick out. It is Brendan's who are in a bit of an ascendancy here. And as well picked up by Chrissy Ryan. And this is the chance for Brendan's to go level. Clark goes quick. It's with Devine. Devine can't find the target. It's a third wide for Brendan's.
Yeah, as I said earlier, when Mitchells were on top, they really should be putting that and scoring the scoreboard, but there's only a point on it now. They could, hopefully they don't live to regret this purple patch.
Bit of a mistake there in the Brendan's midfield. What can Mitchells do with it? It's up for Malloy. Bats it down. Slightly off balance, but there's an opportunity here for the substitute. That's a fantastic save by Finton Harkin. Low to his right, he makes the save.
Yeah, Finton Harkin. Great save by Dermot Gallagher. Dermot probably been kicking himself if he didn't score there, but nonetheless, it's 45.
Yeah, that all started with indecision here from Kieran Connolly and Ethan Gibson going for the same ball, and we're very fortunate. Finton Harkin always reliable for a save or two. Good catch here.
An excellent take. There's a good block down by Callum Gribben. And it's back with the captain, Clark. Clark has Kirk on his outside, comes back inside, and it's up with Gibson. Gibson being watched. Semi Rafferty. Gibson's going to win the 3.
Well, I thought Shimmy Rafferty there from Belcoo there was doing some fantastic tackling, and keeper joined him with that body. Gave a free there in the wrong, but I've been there myself. I know how hard it is, the referee.
Starting to heat up just a little bit now. And Brendan's coming on the attack. It's with Fox. Cuts back on his foot and puts it over the bar. We're all level again.
Yeah, all level. Paddy Fox scored there. Another chance there, but he probably should have put over it by his own standards. But that's a great score there. We're now level pegging, bit by bit. Some Brendans have managed their way back into the game after that goal for John Mitchells. So it's all to play for.
6 minutes to the half time. It's John Mitchells 1-3, St Brendan 6 points here in this Lancashire Senior Football Championship final. And Clark wins it back. And here goes Devine. Kirk cuts back. A bit of a tussle there with Gibson, Patrick Murphy off the ball. Sorry, Gibson and Jackson McCabe off the ball. It's over with Kieran Connolly. Back with Gibson. Elects to go outside with Owen Kirk. And that one sails over the bar.
I'm kind of scratching my eyes there. That's Owen Kirk again. 2 points for the lad. Well done. But it's in Bridges man, the Dublin. once again, I'll say it again, he's been brought in last minute to cover for Kevin Quinn, and he's definitely made a great input into the game.
And it's noticeable as well, Barry, in the last few minutes, Brendan's have upped it to take this lead.
Yeah. Like we've got a level peg in there now, we've got to point up, you know. We're in the ascendancy, but you never know. John Mitchell's always have that quality attack, always goes in them, always forwards are reliable for scores.
That one's given us a wide ball.
Yeah, I thought Kieran Lynch was unlucky there. He should have got a free, but it's a white ball. Well, that should be a free here. There's men inside the 21. There's loads of men inside the 21 there. A free on, but anyway, HP Ward comes out here and a glove has not been laid on him, and it hit the 45-metre line.
The Bryansford man brings it in. Sub with Paddy Fox. It's a bit of a loose ball, but that was well mopped up by Nicky McCafferty. And the down man keeps it alive for Brandon's. Gibson plays it on. Kieran Connolly's going to race on to this one. There's a bit of a wild swing, and that one's going to drop wide.
Well, John Mitchells are playing a lot of men back here, but Brens are finding holes in that supposedly watertight defence. They're playing about 12, 13 men back, but they're letting Brens have shots without any pressure.
Here comes Michael Malloy. He's got options to his left. One of them is McDade. McDade plays it up to Gallagher. Gallagher brings it back. Cahill Burns. Back with McDade. Goes looking. Lynch can't quite take it first time round. Mitchell still have the ball. Still in possession. Burns gives it to Morgan. It's a sweet strike. It's an excellent point.
Normally you don't tell people that they shouldn't from that angle, but Kiefer Morgan's a special player. He was in the Dungannon, came off the bench for Dungannon 2 years ago when they won the Tyrone Championship, so he'll be a very important player for us. He's going to have to step up now with Sean Michael O'Connor going off.
Yeah, that keeper's been a bit of foreign on us over the league games and the championship there. Give that guy any space, 45 yards in. This guy's dangerous. He'll put it over the bar, no bar.
Two minutes to half time. We're all level again. Expect this one to go right to the wire. There's James Casey Donegan. That one's gone a little bit loose, and the halfback sniffs it out. Brendan's keep hold of it. HP Ward wins his free. Looking for Paddy Fox. He was looking the wrong way, so he has to go long, and that's well intercepted.
Yeah, Keelan Jackson, that was him. He was away last year, but he's back this year and a great addition to the John Mitchell's team.
Here come Mitchell's over on the far side. It's a good run. It's a nice effort. There's a nice score. And
Yes.
Morgan's got two in a row.
Yes, he has. He's as strong as a also is going through there. He worked hard for that point, but it's 2 in a row. He's definitely stepped up.
John Mitchell's go back into the lead. I don't think we'll have too much time to add on as we just come into the final minute of this first half. Brendan's with another free. He was looking for Ethan Gibson. Needs some help from Connolly. Gibson wins the free, plays it quick.
And the closing kind of seconds, minutes at the half time. Be good if some Wrens get a score here to get it level pegging.
a little bit going on off the ball. It's with Ryan Devine. It's a good shoulder. Back out with Kieran Connolly. Into the captain, Owen Clark. Excellent charge down, and it's with Michael Malloy.
A great block there.
Sends it out to Gallagher. And Gallagher's got plenty of space if he wants to run into it.
Yeah, that was Rhys Dwyer there with a block there from the Glenties. He got player of the match there in the championship against Brittons, and they all got a lot of shares on Facebook. Here's James McDade. Oh, James McDade's first shot of the day, and he didn't like that one.
Not to be for the Clanera man on that occasion.
Yeah, you'd expect better now from James. He's one of the key players for John Mitchell's, the Clanera man. A bit of now time off.
Looks like they might have a little bit of a conference.
Yeah.
From that
That's
off the ball
Lancashire
shenanigan.
chairman there. He's doing line over across there. He spotted something. I think there was a bit of a tangle there only moments ago.
From a Brendan's point of view, Barry, we always expected this one to be tight, and I think that's the thing. It's being in there till the final whistle and finding a way to edge it.
It's been true to contests we've played against John Mitchell's before. Always tight. You expect no different. This will go right to the wire, even though well in advance there's another half to go. But it's been nip and tuck, you know. A few points there by John Mitchell's to give him a bit of respite, but whatever happens here, it's just two yellow cards there for
the yellow cards. One for Paddy Fox.
Yeah, and Gary Malloy, hardy boy for John Mitchell's, he received a yellow card too.
Ganaman goes in the book. And this might well be the last action of the first half. And indeed it is. And it's a half that sees the challengers 1 point ahead. That early goal from Sean Mihal O'Connor is the difference that we see between the teams. And John Mitchell's lead by 1-5 to 7 points. We expected it to be tight, Carl. It's been tight, but at the moment it's John Mitchell's who have the noses in front.
Well, if we're a point up front, or 3 points up front, or a point behind, it's always going to be tight. Mitchell's and Brennans have played each other in the last 3 years, last 3 times in the championship over the last 2 years, and been a point on it. One game, the other 2 games finished a draw, so we expect nothing else in this game. It's a tight game, it's a hardy game, and I reckon in 30 minutes time it'll be just as tight.
What price extra time, Barry?
Well, you know, it could go into the dark here if I get the floodlights on. If only we could afford them. But here, this is always going to be tight. I think critical of all games like this here, it depends on the subs you come on. We're reliant on a few guys, a few trump cards to come on. We've got Kevin Quinn to come on. We've got a new addition there, Sheldon Neal from the Stool, Kerry. So it's always pivotal. You know, use your subs accordingly. But this will go to the wire. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't.
And as the two teams get some advice from their respective managers, Barry Morris for John Mitchell's and Stephen Moriarty for St Brendan's, we will wait for the second half action and we'll be back in a few minutes' time. Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody, welcome back. And we're straight away with McDade. Gives it in for Malloy. And he puts it over the bar. Oh, how crucial could that be, Cal, come the end?
Michael Malloy. He done the same thing in the championship game when he should have scored against Bren's 1-on-1. 5 metres out, he done the exact same thing for the Rover of the bar, but that was a big let off now. Big let off, look, he's slapping his legs there, he knows himself, but you can't criticise that man what he's done for Bishop's over the years, so we'll let him off. Just we'll see at the end of the match.
It was a big moment, it was an early moment. But what it does mean
Yeah,
is there's two between them.
Yeah, it could be pivotal chances that probably should be goals rather than points. Extend, Michael Malloy, being very reliable to score a goal from there. But yeah, it's a point nonetheless. It's 2 away. It's the Brennans.
Brennan's again with Devine. McDade nearly got a hold of that one. It's well defended by Mitchells. They give the free away, but they're not giving up an inch there. That's a good quick one for Casey Donegan to go and explore. Back it comes to Chrissy Ryan. A little bit of patience here with Paddy Fox. On 6, place 7. Here in this Joe Cahill and Tommy Walsh Senior Football Championship final here in Lancashire. Our coverage on YouTube today brought to you by the Lancashire County Board and 24/7 TV.
I'm just looking to the side here. Sean O'Connor came off after 10 minutes for us. He scored a goal and a point. He's John Mitchell's danger man is looking. He's definitely not coming back on. I'll tell you that now. He got the ice on his knee. He won't be back on, unfortunately. Barry doesn't believe me, but Barry John Collins here, my co-commentator from Brennan's, but definitely a score here is
well taken by Porrick Mallon. He's through. He's just caught at the end, but Kieran Connolly turns it into the net. That's a big moment for the defending champions, and they go back into the lead.
Yeah, it seems to be a form. John Mitchells there scores a goal. A bit different in timing this time. Straight after half time. Bit of luck, but probably would have got a free with Paddy Mallon being interrupted there trying to go for the goal. But yeah, it's all game on again.
It most definitely is. It's Brendan's back in front. Now what can John Mitchells do? He's back with James McDade. He's got a bit of space to run into. Cuts back inside. Has a man on his inside. Gets the ball back. Has 2 men on his outside. One of them is Michael Malloy. And that's a point for John Mitchells.
Ooh, what a 2 minutes. What a few minutes there. Michael Malloy levels things up there, but Patrick Mallon there for Brennan's burst through. It's the first time he got a bit of space. He's a great player there. And Kieran Connolly has done often times to John Mitchells over the years, scores a goal.
Here's the goal scorer. Another chance here. That's a nice point from Callum Gribben, the down man.
Yep,
puts Brendan's back in.
Well done by Colin, Mayo Bridgeman. Upper Mayo Bridgeman is James Casey there, but from an acute angle, great score from full back, primarily.
You just feel that the tempo's been ratcheted up a notch here now.
Yeah, certainly has here. John Mitchell's going to have to match the tempo raised by Brennan's. Great going there, just looking at Kieran Connolly on the ground. Two probably the hardiest boys on the team for each respective team.
Yeah, just these flutter of scores here. The shackles are off, it seems. And it's nothing's held back here. Last now 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Interesting viewing now, I'm sure.
Ball back with Carl Burns. And the Bryansford man gets us back underway. Mitchells go long. It's with Lynch. Back with Morgan. Tries to turn inside. He's not getting much change there out of 3 men. Looks for McDade. McDade will pick this one up. Goes direct. Gives it to Morgan. Goes looking for McDade. But that was well cut out. Brendan McGilligan sniffing out the danger. And it's back in the hands of HP Ward.
hardy wee lad there, Brendan McGilligan from Slopmanus. Not known for their kind of GA players, like, but Brendan, he's been a brilliant lad. Went out to Kuwait for a bit of teaching, and I think he misses Manchester so much he came back within 6 weeks.
Well, Barry, all my family are from Slopmanus. All the Harkins out there in Slopmanus. So you're right, there is no football out there.
I say 6 weeks, actually it was 6 months.
Heard the story about Brendan. He went out there and he said he was a county player, and then he found out he came to play for Lancashire County. The boys over there were a bit disappointed.
I'm just seeing that Caelan Jackson McCabe picked up a yellow card. Looks like Owen Clark took a sore one there. Both teams are putting their bodies on the line here. Mind you, you'd expect nothing else. It's a championship final, and county finals only come once a year. Chrissy Ryan goes backwards. They win the free. Mallon gives it back to Ryan. And it's back with the Eden Dork wing back. But it's well intercepted, and there's a chance for McDade. He's got plenty of space to run into here. He had Morgan checking in, but he checked out. McDade gives it, and it's fisted across to Michael Malloy. Off the post, still a chance. It's still live, and Brendan's escape.
I think that's 4 goal chances now. Mitchells have laid up. Michael Malloy unlucky there, the post. Gene McDade there yet again. He's coming right into this game for John Mitchells. He was the man who started that attack and nearly finished it. So it's 3 or 4 chances now Mitchells have left behind. Hopefully they don't rue these.
Bit of a charm life in front of the goal there for some Brendans. The post has saved us there. Let's hope that luck continues, but we know that we can't get away with that. Have to be a bit tighter in defence there.
You just wonder, when things like that happen, is it going to be your day?
That'll be a very dangerous thing to think of. Never resting your laurels there, Anthony, but when you see things like that there, you know, it's definitely positive. But we've got probably now 20 minutes to go here.
It's a very diplomatic answer, Barry. And as we said before, this one really could go either way. It could all be a question of who's ahead come the very last minute. There's very little between these two teams. There's a bit of a loose one for Harkin to chase. He'll get there, just about. Patrick Fulton was sniffing there, couldn't quite get it. But Mitchells will have a free in. There's a chance here to bring the teams level again.
Yeah, that was free giveaway by Chrissy Ryan. Usually dependable now, going free breaking tackles, but 2 bounces let himself down. So it should be an easy enough score to execute for John Mitchell.
Looks like the Bryanston man, Cathal Burns, out on that far side. It's a bit of an angle. Up he comes, strikes it well. Just about seen over the bar, but we're all level again.
Well, Cathal Burns here must be taking over taking duties here from Sean Neil O'Connor. It's his first shot. Cathal is over the bar. Oh, that's Sherry Rafferty gambled there. Unfortunately, didn't get it. Kieran Connolly now.
Yep.
He's on the attack.
Here's Kieran Connolly out on this near side. Dwelled on it slightly, and it was well defended there by John Mitchells. They've snuffed out the danger, but it's back with Gibson. Gibson has Clark on his shoulder, and the captain strikes one and strikes it straight over the bar.
Yep. Captain does brilliantly there. Owen Clark from Lincoln Club. I think he scored 2 points. Ably directed there by Cal. But you can see now legs are getting tired here. there's Kieran Connolly there, bit of a rest. He's went through the wars there, so you fully expect management then to make a few subs coming very soon. But great score by Owen. Like I said, always dependable, Mr. Reliable. It's a great quality for a captain now.
Does it look like the first person coming off the bench over on that far side? Looks like Kieran Connolly's the one who's going to make way.
It seems so. So there's, I've mentioned him here before, Keegan Quinn, Gobbly man coming on here, just fresh after a victorious AFL Aussie Rules victory in Europe from Croatia. But yeah, it's a very good player to bring on. I would consider us, he is our trump card. That's what we delivers.
Stephen Moriarty plays his first hand. There's Keegan Quinn, who's introduced. Meanwhile, here come John Mitchells again. Burns hits one, but that one's going to sail over Malloy's head for a wide ball.
Yeah, he shouldn't really be shooting from that angle, really. The options there in the full forward line, but as Barry said there, Keegan Quinn's come on. He's a great footballer, but Mitchell won't be too disappointed with Kieran Connolly going off, because I thought Kieran Connolly is probably the standout player on the team there today. The Manchester-born lad has done fantastic, so not too bad. We're coming off. That's a good tackle there by Michael Malloy. Yep. Yes, over Carrion. Yeah, Michael Malloy works hard. He's corner forward, but he comes back. Michael Carrion worked hard to get that free there for John Mitchells.
Chrissy Ryan ran into traffic, and Malloy can get Mitchells going again. Up it goes. Here's an opportunity for McDade. He certainly stepped it up in this second half, and he wins a free. And here's a chance for a leveller.
Yeah, James, you're saying that, he really stepped up. The Armagh man is probably one of our most pivotal players, and once he gets a gallop and he's hard stopped, so hopefully now it's an equaliser coming up. Cahill Burns back on it. He had a wild shot there, 2 seconds there, so hopefully he's going to settle with you. My mistake, it's going to be Keelan Jackson McCabe hitting this, I think.
Put this over here. So Brennan's made another sub, it seems. Connolly Deeney is coming on. He just came on from the, that's a disappointing miss there, but Connolly Deeney there from the Waterside club, Pierce's, has come on for Podrick Malin. Podrick Malin's been carrying injury all season, but he's done the level his best to carry on as much as possible. So 2 big changes there for St Brennan's.
The Tyrone defender goes off, and the Derry substitute comes on, and away we go again.
There's a mistaken area with Burns, who missed the free, and it was Jackson getting the mark there. Yeah, Colin Deeney, a great player for Dora Trass on the water side, just across the water for me.
Opportunity here, and it's going to fall.
Free in. Should be a
There's
free
an opportunity.
But was there bent out for the ball. I thought Barry should give a free.
Our referee Barry McGeehan has given it as a 45.
Yeah, I'd probably disagree. Like, the ball's there to be won, but we'll have to give a bit of bite here. That's a co-commentator.
Dennis O'Neill takes it quick. And Shemi Rafferty plays it in, and there's a chance. It's a mad scramble on the line, but it's been fisted over the bar. And Mitchells have a leveller.
That was Cahill Burns with a first lower goal chance there, maybe. But we'll take
Cahill Burns. It's 1-9 apiece.
This is everything you said it was going to be, Anthony, at the start of the game.
Second point for Burns. Mitchell's enjoying a bit of a purple patch here. It looked like another clash off the ball. Somebody's gone down on the far side. We'll see if anybody noticed it. Meanwhile, we play on this near side, and it's McCafferty out into space. Recycles it out here to HP Ward on this near side.
It's a lad I haven't mentioned much there. Nicky McCaffrey's been a new addition, coming from Leeds, but he's originally from South Belfast, Breda. So the maroon shirt is not uncommon to him, but he's been a great addition for us.
There's Ryan Devine on the ball. And Throwman's not been particularly prominent in this match so far, but that could easily change. Here's Gibson. Gibson goes on a run. He's got a man on his outside. That man's McCafferty. Got two closing him down. Brings it back for Paddy Fox. And the man on the inside is Quinn. And he's back with Deeney and then back with Chrissy Ryan. Looks like Chrissy Ryan's playing the sweeper role this afternoon.
Yes, half the ball they own the free. Just got hold of these Ganzi there. So it should put Brem's a point ahead. Fergal Kieran's just going to speak to Barry about something.
We might see a bit of action for what happened over there. Somebody went down clutching their head.
See Ethan Gibson down there. It was once he released the ball, just collided into one of John Mitchell's players. I just hope he's okay, because he's a very important player to us.
As you said, that Mitchells have stopped the big men, the big runners today. It's one thing Mitchell has done well. They stopped the Vine, Gibson running from deep. Graham McGilligan is getting called here by Slathman, is getting called here by Barry McGeehan. Not too happy here on the John Mitchell sideline. Our coach here from Enniskillen.
I don't see Barry happy too often, you know. So usual form. Barry, tough competitor, but he's been with John Mitchell's and won a lot. So expect this to score from Nicky here.
And there we go. With another point. And Brendan's go 110 to 1-9 ahead. Here we go again. Here's James McDade. What can the Clan Era man do?
It's a great ball by McDade there. Up to Paddy Faulkner finds himself on the forward line, the Mulville man. And the keeper Morgan has been very quiet here in the second half.
Here goes Morgan. It's a good run.
Oh, yes.
He struck it well, but it's just come off the post. It's still in play. Back with Deeney. And Gribben plays it up the line. HP Ward coming back on himself as they recycle the ball. This one could go anywhere, and it falls to a Mitchell's man, and that's a free in. They take the foul. It was a bit loose there at the back from Brendan's.
Yeah. To me, it looked a good ball, and then it just carried over Brad McGilligan's head there. But great anticipation there by the John Mitchell's lad, and it should be a scoreable free now. So we're back level pegging, I would expect.
Yes, Gary Malloy won that. Gary Malloy's not Dungannon, one of the two Dungannon boys we have. Cahill Burns now.
Burns from the angle, makes no mistake, and we are level again. Goes up for Devine, beats everybody. It's going to fall for Gary Malloy. Gives it inside to Shemi Rafferty. And Mitchell's work it out on this near side with Jackson McCabe. Takes the foul. This was probably going a bit too far out for an attempt on goal.
Well, a few times Britain's will have gone on top of Mitchell's players. Mitchell's have won the frees. So we'll start. Well, Malloy now is on the ball. The car man has good work by Brendan McGilligan there. He got the hand on. Malloy race to go through that ball at 100% pace to make sure of it.
Here's Devine. A bit of space to run into. Quinn's calling for it up front. Doesn't get it. Gives it to Deeney. Deeney goes to ground. And Mitchell's get the decision.
Young Deeney there from Pierce's. By John Collins there as the water side man on there going down. Easy, but there's good work there by John. That's a good tackle there by Chrissy Ryan. The county down. Man, a great hit there. I don't think that was a free for him again, but
it's the free that he's given.
And correct there. You know, I'm sure there's a few hardy men, waterside men, so I'll bet my talk in future. But yeah, good challenger. I thought Chrissy Ryan, because he's a guy not too afraid with rough challenges like that. When I say rough, you know, fair shoulder to shoulder, but Barry McGinn fought different.
I've met a few rough waterside men over the years, all right, over in the Gorbals.
Deeney on the ball, gives it back for Gribben. He's got Casey Donegan out on this near side, comes back inside, goes looking for Devine, he's in a little bit of space, cuts back on his right foot. This one might drop short. Patrick Murphy just had to shepherd that one over the line for another wide ball.
Well, Ryan Devine from Brendan's is probably one of their main men, but he hasn't really done much today, which I put it down to a mixture of him being off his game today, I think, and John Mitchell's tackling has been really hard on him. They've probably targeted him fairly, and it looks like it's going well. Shimmy Rafferty on the ball now.
Inside! Yeah, Jimmy, come back, Jimmy, come back! Jimmy!
Belku man on the ball. And Burns works it back inside Dennis O'Neill. And Caelan Jackson McCabe taking on Ethan Gibson. Beats Ethan Gibson. Has an opportunity to put one up on his left foot, but that one's going to fall wide as well. And that's an 8th wide for John Mitchells in this final.
Not many people beat Ethan Gibson there for pace and mobility there, and Keelan did. Just could have matched it there with a score, but yeah, hard lines.
And we're still level. Who's going to put their hand up and win this Lancashire final? Here come Brendan's with a chance, and McCafferty makes no mistake, and they go back into the lead.
Well, John Mitchell just can't seem to get ahead here. Every time they get close, Brendan's pull away. Nicky McClafferty's really come into this game in the second half. So he has for Brendan's.
Just for the viewers that don't know this, there's a bit of a blustery run now kind of forming, and it's hard to judge where it's going.
Yeah, Barry's right. It's got in bad hair. They'll be blowing it left, right and centre, but unfortunately I don't have hair.
When we started earlier, it was a bit of a crosswind going across the field. It looks like it's gone and reversed itself. Meanwhile, here's Malloy. There's a bit of space there for Mitchells, but they couldn't quite make anything of it. That looked a little bit off the ground from Owen Clark, but we play on. And that's Jason Reardon. Wins the free. And it looks like Gary Malloy might be in a little bit of trouble here.
A bit of a rough challenge there around the neck. Jason Reardon from County Cork. You know, not afeard of the rough and tumble there. He was involved with a kind of a tough challenge there in a junior championship. Poor lad, was it Shea Doherty? With Tones there. Hope he recovers well, because there was a bit of a kind of a accidental collision in their junior championship. But that's Jason Reardon coming on there for St. Brendan's.
Brendan's go looking for Casey Donegan. Half back to half forward. Devine can't take it. Gets it at the second attempt. Gives it to Gibson. And Gibson starts Brendan's off again. Back with Dennis O'Neill. And the veteran gives it to McDade. Now what can McDade do? He gets pulled back, gets on the advantage. It's a nice ball through.
Dade's getting special treatment here. He's going down. Mitchell's going to lose his man.
Dermot Gallagher gives it to Burns. It's out with Malloy. Malloy swings the left foot on it, but that was going to drop to the left and wide.
Yeah, Michael Malloy's been about long enough now to know he shouldn't really be shooting from there. They should be working under the D, but unfortunately Mitchells have found it hard to get it under the D here in the last 15 minutes, and they're shooting from angles they shouldn't be shooting from. Mitchell's going to have to up their game here in the last 5 or 6 minutes. They really are. Well, it's a good take by Owen Clark. He's been fantastic for Brendan's today. He really has the county down, man.
Now, what can Brendan's do with this one? A point to the good. It's HP Ward. Tucks it back inside. And it's another one. It's McCafferty again. And they go 2 to the good.
Yeah, that's 2 up now. It's a dangerous advantage, minding that there could, people will be going for a goal here. But another great score. That's Nicky. I think he scored the last 3 scores was in Brendan's.
That he has. And he might have put them on the brink of retaining their Lancashire County title. Strong from Gibson. And he wins the free. And you just feel the tide is turning in favour of the defending champions.
Yeah, there was a free well deserved by Brendan's there. He took 3 men around. Cahill Burns there and won the free. Gary Malloy started that attack there for Mitchells. He's been fantastic and our new man for us. But James McDade's been leading the fight here for Mitchell's second half without much help, unfortunately.
Here come Brendan's again. Here's McCafferty. The down man. Cuts inside. And he does it again.
Yes, he's really shot up here. And one man where Mitchell free wouldn't be well known about, but he certainly, everyone knows him out.
Yeah, he's on a roll here, Nicky. Well done. That's 3 points up. Good advantage, but still all to play for. Keep on saying that.
There's a bit of a loose ball out. Devine can't quite take it. It's free for Mitchells. Time's starting to not be their friend at this point. It's up with Morgan. Morgan turns HP Ward. There's a strong challenge from Chrissy Ryan.
Yeah,
I think he'll go into the book here.
Yeah, I had Dennis O'Neill square in the front. Dennis O'Neill, a big lad from County Meath, and normally can handle things like that, but that was definitely a free kick, and Chrissy Ryan should get a free kick. Now Dennis usually doesn't get the his feathers ruffled, but he's not happy about that.
Yeah, that was a Chrissy Ryan special there. Rough challenge, a guy that's kind of, receives the ball and turns, it's difficult to judge. But it was a free, maybe referees would have given more. But yellow card there for Chrissy.
There's a point from Burns. Much needed for Mitchells at this stage. They're not out of it, but they're going to have to rally in these final stages.
Yeah, you're certainly right, Anthony. Maybe a goal. The goal might be the order of the day, but Fintan Harkin here is taking his time. Oh.
It's going to drop short. There's a chance here for Mitchells if they want to take it. It's Gallagher in for McDade. Will he go for goal? Hands it off. And that one tails to the left and wide. It's a 10th wide.
Well, the point was sitting there, easy to be taken, and they say go for a goal, and they go away with neither.
Uncharacteristic from Fintan. He's been very reliable in his goal kickings, but the tense moments, you've got to make a decision there, and that could have been easily a score for John Mitchells, or even a goal chance. Yeah, very fortunate St Brennan's got away with that.
Looks like he's going to go long this time. Avoid any costly errors.
Oh, what a take in the middle. And that was Gary, I think that was Gary Doherty. Sorry about Gary Malloy, my mistake.
Fantastic catch. Jackson McCabe hands it back inside. The midfielder's back on the ball. Goes looking for the captain. Morgan rides the challenge. Wins a free. And this might be a 1-point game coming up.
I think Michael Malloy's asking for how long's left. Michael, if he's wise, will go for a point.
If he goes for a point, we've still got time. That's what he does. It's a 1-point game.
Mitchell's nearly won this now. I think they're going to go for a full court press. He won this, but Fontaine Harkin, he's very relaxed coming out there.
Yeah, I think I credit to John Mitchell's there. You know, a 3-point lead with a few minutes to go. They got back at it and ebbed it again. You know, like I say, a point difference. It just shows a tale of the two sides. Literally nothing. Kind of a herd's bit, really.
It's all on this.
Look,
And it's Brendan's who win it.
That's Keelan Deeney.
Deeney gives it to Gibson. Gibson can charge. Gives it back for Quinn. That might be the clincher for St Brendan's.
Yeah, spoke about Gibson being quiet, and all of a sudden he set that point up for Keaton Quinn. I think time might be up now. Barry's letting it go. Go on, man.
There's still a chance. They're still alive. Here goes Dennis O'Neill. It's with Morgan. They're going to need a goal. Out on the far side. And it tails inside and wide. It's an 11th wide.
Keeping her on the move, like you know what he was going to do. Hand pass, and try and get a goal chance there. But that's a poor wide. We'll see how this goes now.
Yep. Our referee Barry McGee's looking at his watch. He's already looked at it once before. He might be about to blow this up. We play on. There's still a chance for Mitchells.
Yes.
They've got a free.
Well, they're going to need to go for goal for you here, Anthony. They really are. Injury time.
The ball's now with James McDade. What can the Clan Araman do? Wins a free.
That should have pulled forward there. Definitely should have pulled forward there, 13 metres.
And you feel this one's going to be dropped into the mixer.
There's two Armagh man getting closer. Armagh there of Armagh Harps and Paddy McCoy there, Armagh Harps, and James McDade Clan Earn. So tense now. We'll see how this goes. But any cards that can be classified as good, that's a good card to give away.
McCoy takes his booking. Here we go. This might be the final on the line right here.
Good ball.
McDade puts it in. There's a hand on it.
Sure.
And it's off the line.
Oh, could have went anywhere, Anthony.
That looked like Callum Gribben who got a hand on it. On the line. Or was it Ryan Devine, we think?
Oh, well.
He's been quiet in this entire match. Is that the Devine intervention?
Yeah. Good play on words there, Anthony. Ryan, yeah, he's been quiet in his standards.
It's back in. The ball is still live. There's still a chance.
Yeah.
It's a 45.
Yeah, but a bit of a
schmaz.
Yeah. But retract ourselves away from the scuffle here. That was a great intervention by Ryan Devine. That was in the net. Been very quiet, but yeah, it could be very pivotal, his intervention there.
While we wait for Barry McGee to sort this one out, Barry, from your point of view, if you had to pick top player today for Brendan's, who would you pick?
Hard to tell. Our main players, have been kind of subdued by John Mitchell's, but the players outside of us.
Chance in for McDade. It's in the mixer. And it's taken away once again. It's Harkin with the ball.
Yeah.
It's Harkin who clears it. And it's St Brendan's who retain their Lancashire Senior Football Championship. Congratulations, Barry. You retain the title.
Yeah. Hard fought as always. That is a close game. You don't want to gloat when it's tight like that there. John Mitchell's have been always tough competitors, and they'll be back again. It's just a tough one to lose, especially the goal chances there at the very, very end. Chance would have it, St Brendan's always had that bit of luck, and it's evaded John Mitchell's, and I'm sure it's tough to take. I'll put a mention to Gary McGeehan. He's done a great service for this season, refereeing so many matches. Just going to mention about Barry. Good fair game there. He's from the Loop Club. But if you would say the players that have made the difference there, I would have to say Nicky McCafferty, scoring those points at the very end. But our defence is always reliable, and I'll put a special mention for Brendan McGilligan. Played very, very well.
And Cahill, commiserations. It could have been very easily for John Mitchells, but 11 wides in the end, tell a tale.
Yeah.
And that Malloy chance that hit the woodwork early in the second half.
Yeah, and then the first half, looking back on the ball, hit the post, but that's the way it goes. If you don't take your goal chances, especially against the British champions, it's going to come back to haunt you. We had enough chances out there today to win it, but the boys will be disappointed. For Mitchells, Gary Malloy I thought was fantastic. Keelan Jackson did well. Like you stop Brendan's main players, and then other players, as Barry said, Nicky McCaffrey steps up, who probably will go down as man of the match here. I think he scored 3 or 4 points, and they all came at crucial stages when matches were getting close. So congratulations to Barry John Collins, and well done to Barry McGeehan, and good luck on the All Britain, Barry.
Thank you, Cal. Always honourable in defeat, and but it's tough and tight games like that there. But I'll mention 2 other players. They're actually Mancunian. Kieran Connolly, he came off. When we were up against it, he broke a few tackles and got a few scores and got the important goal as well. And Fintan Harkin, our goalkeeper, made a crucial save in the first half. When John Mitchells could have been on the advantage there. Maybe 6 points at the start of the second half. But commiserations, John Mitchells. Some Brennan's then go on. More heartache for a chairman now to arrange travel and whatever. But it's a good heartache to have.
4 points there for Nicky McCafferty at a crucial time there in the second half for Brendan's. It just about gave you a bit of breathing space. You went 1 point, then 2 points up, and in the end, that proved the difference.
It did prove the difference. I have to say it was a mixture of them. John Mitchell's having a few wides at the same time. John Mitchell's had enough scores there as much as we did, maybe if not more, hitting the post. But Nicky McCafferty, he always seems to judge that right area where he knows he's strong on the left foot. And very, very reliable. Few free kicks and broken play. I keep on saying it. A player that I wouldn't have the forefront of my mind to have a pivotal kind of influence on the game. But fair credit to the breeder man.
And that gamble from Stephen Moriarty to bring Queven Quinn on, just coming back literally this afternoon from Croatia. He got a point at a crucial time. Every little helps. Every little helps,
especially when you have the luxury to. Even though the condition he may have been in, but it's all about timing and bringing these players in. He came on maybe 15 minutes ago and got a crucial score. I think it was the last score that Sir Brendan Scott was from Keeving. It's always great. We're very grateful to have a player like that in our roster.
And I suppose looking forward, in a fortnight's time, there's an All Britain semi-final. It's Wandsworth Gales.
Yeah, it's an unknown quantity for us. We've been around the grounds and around the provinces now. We don't know what to expect. I think Wandsworth will have the advantage of us being All Britons, that exposure from last season, seeing this game. We won't take any opposition lightly. But as All Britain champions, retained our Lancashire. We'll be going for the big prize again. But that's now going to be 2 weeks away, and that's lads will celebrate through the night, and they'll recover well and back in training. A bit boring, but there's more prizes to be got.
And that quest begins, I suppose, back for that All-Ireland quarter-final. Last year it was Den. I suppose that's the big prize that you're back on the road for.
The guys, a lot of these players here mightn't be playing a game for St Brennan's. They've got that advantage of going across McLean earlier this season, with the twinning final. That's really love the experience and want that appetite again to have it again. But get past Wandsworth, and then we'll see with the victors of Glasgow and Roger Casements of Coventry. But the advantage is that we've played in these tight games and seem to get over kind of our heads above every time. It's a mixture of a lot of luck, hard work, and we have it in abundance. And it's fair play to Stephen Moriarty and his co-manager Andy Kane. It's good cop, bad cop, so to speak, but they've well well trained, and with the able help of Aidan Kearney and Ian Kearns and the masterful Nicky Duff as well, helping us out.
And while we're on, here's the manager, Stephen Moriarty. Congratulations, Stephen. Back-to-back Lancashire champions.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and I'm emotional because, you know, I came over like every single week hoping that this team could probably produce something like that. You know, when the goal went in early in the first half, I panicked. I did panic, and I should never have panicked. I should never have dealt with this team considering the run we had gone on last year. Mitchells are an unbelievable side. Paddy Murphy, them boys have been going at us for so long. And to get over such a strong team like that with a performance like that, I'm absolutely immensely, I'm so proud. And do you know what? The one thing that I want to dedicate this to is a man that's not with us anymore, but our former chairman, Kieran Gleeson. He was shining down on us tonight during that, and that one's for him and his family in Limerick. I absolutely loved it. All right, I'm going to go and join the players.
Well said, Stephen.
Thanks very much.
Go and enjoy it.
Yeah, great words there by Stephen. My mama came to I forgot there, Kieran Gleeson passed away earlier this year, but he's been pivotal through, kind of always has the St Brendan's kind of badge on his chest, and you know, well done. Hope the Gleeson family will be watching for sure, and you know, happy to kind of win this on his honour. One person I'll mention I probably forgot is our treasurer, Mark Connolly, as well. Does a lot of groundwork for us in organising the lads, and yeah, I think we're about to kind of receive the cup now.
Yep. And we'll hand over now for the cup presentation, and it's congratulations for St Brendan's. They are once again the Joe Cahill and Tommy Walsh Lancashire Senior Football Champions. And all that's left for me to say is thank you all for joining us this afternoon, and thank you to Cahill, and thank you to Barry for joining us on Co-Coms today. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back very soon. Thank you, everybody.
Once again, on behalf of the county board, I want to thank Hutchins for the facilities, the presentation of the pitch. Everything was absolutely superb today, so round of applause for Hutchins Club. I want to thank our referee, Barry McGeehan, with Barry still around, and all the officials that stayed behind to help out today. Again, county final is important to have that help, so round of applause for Barry and the officials. John Mitchell's superb effort, a couple of injuries there I think cost and told in the end. Fantastic season, keep it going, you're definitely on the rebuild, so round of applause for John Mitchell as well, please. St Brendan's last year as our county champions went on to win a provincial title, and they had a great run in the All-Ireland series. As chairperson of Lancashire, I'd love to see you doing that again, and we'll be there to support you every step of the way. Apart from the junior league, I think you've had a clean sweep of everything in the county this season, which is a credit to you, the panel, and also the management. I want a special tribute to Stephen. I believe Stephen's gone back to Ireland. So a round of applause for Stephen for everything he's done for Stephen. Stephen, thanks very much for what you've done for club and county. Thank you. Can I call forward Owen Clark, the St Brendan's captain? Sorry shout out everybody prepared the pitch, Oisin, Bill Obedience for the use of the field, people behind out keeping a good condition, referees, linesmen, everybody officiated today, everybody officiated over here, all across Lancashire, both sets of players from every club. We all know that we couldn't do it without committed people refereeing the game. I'm sure it's not easy, so we want to show our appreciation to round of applause for that. Quickly lads, the Mitchells, probably not going to be as much use to whatever I say here, lads, but we went on a long way last year and played teams that won county titles all over the UK. And none of them were like for last year's county final, and we're back again in the battle this year. It is probably just a shame that the both teams are just in Lancashire, and this is as far as I can remember from Noah time. But the standard here is immensely high. We hope we can maybe go on and play against some more teams and prove that, but nobody hits us like this last week, so it was massive respect. Those are round of applause. One sad note is there's a man who was here with us last year. It's not here today. We would love to have seen this. Nobody took more enjoyment last year in what we were able to do, and that's Kieran Gleeson. And unfortunately, after Kieran passed away, he's not going to be able to here to celebrate this one. But we all miss him. We just miss Kieran. Lastly, we're just going to lump everyone in together. Everybody with anything to do with Brendan's, whether it's wives, girlfriends, other halves, friends, family, all our committee, our chairman, our secretary, our treasurer, everybody does all the nitty-gritty stuff behind the scenes. All our managers, our coaches, selectors, everybody helps out. Every single one of the players, lads, every single time any one of you, fans, supporters, everyone was called upon to do something to get this team where they needed to be, and done it. And this time, more than ever, more was asked of you. This game was fixed for we had 7 starting players through the country. People have changed flights, changed holidays, changed work plans, and done everything they could to be here, to not give any excuses, to not be to step back, to not be deterred. And we bailed out everyone, bailed out ourselves, we bailed out all the administrators, we got it done, made sure this thing wasn't finished.
Yep, top job, well done. Benito,